electronic part of the throttle. So on the Road Glide, it's going to be under the dash. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the dash off your gauge cluster right here. We're going to take these two bolts out. We're going to pull this piece up, and then the connector for your throttle is going to be under here. So let me get that done. All right, so they do send you another bolt, right, which is going to go up here on the handlebars, which is going to allow you, it's a little bit longer, so it's going to allow you to attach the control module there. This is a T25, and we're going to run, like I said, we're going to take these screws out here on the side. All right, so once you get those two screws out, then what we're going to do is you're going to take your ignition, turn it all the way to the fork lock position. You're going to take your key, insert your key, and then once you insert it, there's a little tab underneath the ignition. You're going to push up, twist the key to the right, or I'm sorry, to the left, counterclockwise, and then pull your ignition switch straight up and out, and you're going to have your little spring with it as well, right? So the spring's going to come off. So once we go back in with it, we're just going to pop it back in, push down, turn it to the right, you'll hear it click, and then you can rotate your ignition around and you'll be good. We probably didn't even have to take the ignition off. But that's how you take the ignition off. Okay, we're gonna come out and up. Okay, so now your throttle cable is going to be the plug here. So what we're gonna do is take this one out. And you'll notice it because these here are gonna be in like a little harness, I guess, so they don't go anywhere. This one's not gonna have anything to it. And then this is going to have like a little orange insert, I guess, like a casing inside of it. So that's going to be the one we want. So you pull that out. Your module, see how it's got that same coloring? You see that? So that's the same coloring as that. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect this 6-pin into here. The white one's going to go into here. Just like that. And then the actual skull is going to connect this other 6-pin here. So that's going to connect to that. Just like that. Once we got that connected, so this is going to show you right here. This little short one is disconnected. This is in between your, this is for the accelerator cable. And then the selector, the skull selector connects to the black one. So again, the two white ones go to the what you disconnected here on your Road Glide. That'll go to there. This goes to this one, and this one's not going to be used at all. Okay. Now there is some adapters that you'll need if your motorcycle is from a 2008 to 2015. You'll need these adapters. So these are going to go in between here, and then that would connect to your motorcycle. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this. We are going to slide this right behind here, like a little cubby hole or something right there. Now what we're going to do, take this bolt out of the perch here. This is a T27. Take this off. We're going to put this washer on the new bolt, the washer that came off of the stock one. Of course, we're going to put blue Loctite on there as well, just like that. You're going to take your mode selector, tighten this back down. Look good? And then what we're going to do is we're just going to run this cable here, and we're going to end up just zip tying it to here, and that way it'll be out of the way as well. All right, kinfolk, got that mounted, got everything zip tied here, right? I had to get a beer because it's hot in the garage. All right, just ran the zip tied it here, and then just down the brake line, and because it goes into the dash here. And then what I did, I ended up moving it from in here. Do we need a light in there? I ended up moving it from back behind this plate and just put it in the front, just because I feel like there's a lot more things that can hold it here. You can't really zip tie this to this because it goes so far down, but that's what I did. I ended up moving it from back here to the front. So, and then just I zip tied the remaining part of the wire, whatever was left over there, zip tied that together, and then just tucked it in there. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and put the cluster, the gauges, back on, and then, I mean, that'll be it. I mean, it's a really simple install. This just clips in. You see these clips? So I could have just, instead of pulling the whole ignition off, I could have just popped this tab off. And there's a clip here, so that's going to go on the back side of here, and then these are going to snap in the front. Just like that. When you hear that, I turned it to accessories, get that back in, and that's it. That there is your RBW skull module, is what I'm going to call it. I mean, it's like